Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, today we get to have a look at some PES 2015 gameplay straight from Gamescom. So I'm going to be giving you guys my impressions, thoughts and whatnot from the videos. Haven't managed to play it myself, but anyway, we'll have a look at the game plan. Looking very much the same as last year, a little bit different at the bottom. Hopefully it'll be a lot more responsive than it was in PES 2014. And the player models looking fantastic, no question about that. Van Persie, Schneider looking very much like their real-life counterparts. We all know what happened last year. A lot of players not given the correct faces from the get-go. But that should be sorted out this year. So straight into the gameplay. And we will see straight off the bat, really, that it looks a little bit smoother, more responsive than PES 2014, which was a nightmare to really try and dribble, to change players. It had a bunch of issues, we know that, but it looks much smoother straight away than last year. It's a little bit quicker as well, but you have to remember this was played on the PlayStation 4 at 60 frames. YouTube obviously compresses the videos down to 30 frames, so we're not going to see the true gameplay that we would see if you're actually watching it. Now, there looks like a lot more freedom as well from last year. The ball's moving around a little bit more. It's not on rails as much, which I thought was a massive issue in last year's game. It felt a lot more scripted last year, and it's something I didn't really enjoy as much. And it took quite a few patches before things were sorted. But Wesley Schneider there, slotting one into the corner. Not really quite sure about the goalie's positioning there. Hopefully that'll be sorted, because there was an awful lot of room. We'll have another look. Here you can see the keeper. He's far too much to the right-hand side there. He needs to be in the middle of his goal. I'm not quite sure why he's covering that side of the field. But anyway, it was a nicely cool slotted home finish. And Netherlands take the lead against Netherlands. We'll see you later on another video when we have a looking at Netherlands against Brazil, I believe. The celebration's a little bit more realistic as well this year. Players giving each other high fives and looking a lot better. I would have liked to see some long shots in this gameplay. Unfortunately, I don't think there are too many. We know what happened last year. Just too many problems when it came to striking the ball from outside the box. You can never score. The goalies were superhuman. That is something that we're just going to have to try and wait and see if that still is the case this year. But hopefully they have sorted out those problems. And here comes De Guzman with a nice run. It looks like defending's a little bit tougher as well. They're having a hard time, both players, of trying to challenge the ball, trying to keep the shape. Hopefully, I will be saying hopefully a lot in this video, but hopefully they have sorted the defending out as well. Something that last year wasn't a fan of. It was very hard to make challenges because, firstly, the response times were a nightmare. But secondly, there wasn't really many options when it came to defending. You could hold players up, yes, but having a jostle with players didn't really happen too often. So both players just trying to keep possession, get a little bit of football going. Graphically, it looks nice. We can't tell too much from this video as it is off screen. But it just looks like a better game of football, doesn't it? It plays smoother. It looks better. There's more freedom. It looks a little bit more like Pro Evo did back in the day. I'm still not too keen on the old flicks that happen every now and then when players try and flick the ball with the left foot, right foot, and it still somehow maintains the same momentum as it does with a normal pass. But anyway, you know, make sure you let me know in the comments what you guys feel about what it looks like this year. You can see the cursor is coming back for this year as well. I don't think it was a major problem last year, to be honest with you. This was a little bit of a scrap fest in here. Both players are just spamming shoot, trying to get the ball in the back of the net. The heading seems to be sorted out as well. Last year, players were jumping rather too high, winning every single header. This year, it seems to be toned down. Now, this is a chance here trying to get it through, but it's just wide of the mark. And the transition screen, as we can see there, looking a little bit nicer as well. So we have some crisper gameplay, shall we say here. Netherlands versus Brazil. So we know Netherlands are in the demo. Brazil, I believe Germany were in there. Italy as well. Very much the same teams as last year. International sides being shown. Maybe a couple of licensed club teams as well. Man United possibly, as they are licensed every year along with Bayern Munich. Now the release date for PES 2015 was released, or shown shall we say, and it's coming out in November this year. Actually surprised me somewhat. I know Konami said that it was going to be coming out when they felt was ready. But before we get into this, I wanted to mention their celebration of Robin was nice. And this is what I was talking about earlier as he runs back here. He's giving players high fives. Just a nice little touch. At least players are coming towards him. The goal was a decent goal, but there wasn't too much movement with the goal net. Something I'd like to see improve there, because the goal literally hasn't moved at all. Maybe that's just something that hasn't been fixed yet, but having that sense of feeling, which FIFA 15 are adding this year, with goal nets moving a lot more, is always a nice touch. Now, as was discussing the release date, coming out in November, I have nothing wrong with that. I think it's a good decision by Konami, purely for the fact that FIFA's coming out mid-September or end of September. It gives Konami a chance to not have to worry about FIFA. A lot of players might get bored of FIFA after a month or two, and they may pick up PES. It looks decent from these videos. Obviously, we'll get a demo next month, I believe September 17th, so that's going to be good fun stuff. But a wise decision, I would say, to wait till November time to release this year's game. And it also gives them a chance to take back the feedback from this year, improve the game. They couldn't really do it last year because the release date was so close to Gamescom. They were never going to fix all the issues that were in the game. The cover star this year as well seems to be Mario Götze from Bayern Munich. No more Cristiano Ronaldo and that. It was a little bit strange, I thought, or surprising. You know, Götze's a decent player, but it's not like he's done too much for Bayern Munich. If they were going to use a Bayern Munich player, I thought maybe the likes of Robben or Müller or someone would have been a good choice. But either way, it is only a cover star, and it's nice to see a change. So this gameplay looks better than the last one, but it's just an improvement. I think you can automatically tell here from last year's game. And I've mentioned PES 2014 a lot, and I will do, because we are comparing the two. Every year it is a chance to compare them. But there's so much more freedom here between the last two games last year and this year. It's not on rails. It looks like they're probably playing on 4-bar support. I would have thought so. But it doesn't look like they're playing on completely assisted. Yes, the ball's moving towards players pretty smooth and cleanly. But there is errors happening. Players are making mistakes. I will be doing a lot more videos in the coming days, probably doing a comparison, FIFA versus PES, so look forward to that. And there will be plenty of videos to watch out there as more and more players get their hands on the game. I've been reading other people's impressions. Some people say that the response times are brilliant. Some people say they're not quite as good as they would have thought they are. It's always a mixed bag, especially when players come from playing FIFA, which we always know has been responsive as hell. It's always very responsive, and PES last year was a nightmare. So I think an improvement's an improvement. As long as the game plays better this year, it's run smoother, it's on 60 frames on PS4, so there shouldn't be any lag. It's as simple as that. And we can't see any slowdown from these videos, so fingers crossed there. This ball was put through here nicely towards Robben, who runs pretty much like himself. They seem to have the player models fairly spot on. Wesley Sneijder, Van Persie, there's a headed chance just over the bar. We're running out of time here, the last couple of minutes of the video. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was just me giving you my thoughts, opinions, As I said, it looks positive. We'll have to wait till November for the release, but the demo will be coming out in September, so a chance for us to get our hands on then, and we can actually see how it does play in real time. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought of the gameplay. Are you looking forward to it, or are you not? Hope you guys enjoyed it. But until next time, take care.